Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses. We have your Friday morning forecast update here as we head into your Easter weekend. We have another warm and breezy day today and some storms on the way over the weekend. So if you do have some travel plans, should be just fine today and most of the day Saturday. But our first window for severe storms likely opening up Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, mainly for areas near and north of I-30. The rest of us will see a severe weather threat on Sunday, and it looks like that threat will mainly play out beginning maybe in the afternoon and evening and continuing into Sunday night or early Monday morning here. So we'll get you to that Easter forecast in just a moment, but it is another breezy day. May have heard the wind overnight. We had some wind gusts upwards of 20 miles per hour. South wind is still coming through about 10 to 15 miles per hour this morning. That's been pushing warm air in our direction for the last 24 hours. So it'll be right around 70 degrees at sunrise today. Mostly cloudy initially, but partly cloudy this afternoon. So we'll have enough sun out there. I think there will be a few areas, maybe including Shreveport, that will make a run at about 90 degrees today. I believe the record for the date in Shreveport is 93. I think we'll come shy of that, but again, there could be enough sun to wind up in the low 90s this afternoon. So again, a few scattered clouds today. Will be mostly cloudy this morning, partly cloudy through the afternoon. And there's our cold front, which is going to move south across the plains. It is going to get nudged by this area of low pressure that's moving out of the Rocky Mountains here. That will nudge that cold front towards us late tonight, early tomorrow morning. You'll see tomorrow that there is that corridor for severe weather, mainly in northeast Texas and into McCurtain County and some portions of Arkansas. That's where we have that level 2 slight risk. There's I-30 in red, so mainly those areas north of I-30 is where we'll see the potential for some hail and maybe a brief tornado and possibly some wind. We'll see if that comes together, but it does appear to be mainly an isolated threat on Saturday, mainly from about 6 p.m. until about midnight, and then we should see a little bit of a drying trend going into Easter morning. So let me show you the Saturday storms before we get to Easter. Look at your Robbins Toyota Futurecast today. Shows those mostly cloudy conditions. I put the 20% chance of rain in there in case we do see some of these showers pop up this evening, but it should be dry for most areas through tonight and likely tomorrow morning as well. Another breezy and warm day. We'll have temperatures likely in the 80s again tomorrow. Slightly higher chance that we could see some rain in these areas in the afternoon, but you'll see the round of potential severe storms right there moving through the very northern edge of the ArkLaTex for a few hours, and then we'll probably dry out a bit. So as far as your Easter morning, I expect most locations will be dry to start out. There could be a few just early morning rain showers here, so if you have an early morning Sunday service or if you're maybe doing some of the Easter festivities outside, just make sure you do have some backup plans as far as the weather on Sunday morning in case there are a few rain showers out there, but it does not look like we'll see any severe weather on Sunday morning the way it stands right now. But Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, that's when our final window for severe weather will open up. Storm Prediction Center, mainly areas near and north of I-20 here. They have the level 2 slight risk outlook for Sunday. In addition to that wind and hail threat, we may have enough wind shear to see a few tornadoes as well, and it could be a late day threat. So we'll pick things up here again on Easter morning. Should be quiet through the first half of the day, but you can see by about 3 or 4 p.m. those storms really start to get going on Sunday. So that's why we believe there could be some severe weather here going until about midnight. Once we get to midnight, this front will probably stall out close to Shreveport, but we'll kind of lose the energy for severe storms around midnight, so I doubt we'll see any severe weather roll into Monday morning, but we'll keep you posted. Just make sure you're checking up with the forecast through the weekend here, but we should dry out a bit on Monday and Tuesday. All told here over the next week, and this will include some rain that's coming in likely next Wednesday and Thursday as well. Through next Thursday, a lot of areas here about 1 to 2 inches of rain with some isolated higher amounts, but I will show you just to the north of us here, there's some heavier rain, 6+ inches, where you see the areas in red here in North Texas as well as Oklahoma. This will drain into the Red River, so this is going to keep our lakes and rivers running high next week. Again, a lot of those have come out of flood stage this week, but we lose a little bit of the wiggle room with some more heavy rain to the north of us over the next 7 days or so. And I did mention those storms next week. I think we'll dry out a bit Monday. I think we could see an uptick in maybe the storms by Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday there are some scattered storms in the forecast. Right now it really doesn't look like we'll have the same kind of ingredients for severe weather, but especially with this pattern next week, can't rule out maybe some wind, some lightning with the storms as well, and some brief heavy rainfall. Looks like your highs most of next week will be in the low 80s.